others should weep, some others should keep the memory of the way that I died. Maybe
Donald Trump just confirmed that the U.S. government strike 3 Iranian nuclear sites. The Iranian nuclear sites are the ones in Fordo, Natanz, Esfahan, that the U.S. government just strike right now, happening right now, some hours ago, hitting more than 200 feet under the ground. The one in Fordo and the one in Natanz and Esfahan. Nobody knows how the Iranian government are going to react to the destruction. Now, it seems fully that the U.S. government have entered into a war with the Iranians, with the Iran government. You know, for some time now, the Israel have been striking Iran's, and Iran's also have been retaliating. And the reason for the strike is that Israel have confirmed, or they have the intelligence, the information that the Iranian government have successfully having a nuke. And the world do not want the Iranians to have nuke. The Israelis do not want the Iranians to have nuke. The U.S. government do not want the Iranians to have nuke. And so many other countries, even countries in the Middle East, do not want Iran to have nukes. So, and with the high intelligence and information, I think that is what motivated the U.S. government to strike, Donald Trump to strike the Iranian's nuclear site. So this is really a very serious situation now. The world is standing on its tippy toes. Anything can happen. Anything can happen at any time. Every region of the world, there's a war going on there. Every region of the world, every part of the world. We did for Nigeria, they fight for money. What they happen in our nose, what they happen all around about us. And you know the effect of the nuclear. There's a book I read that if there's a nuclear apocalypse right now, that 70% of the world civilization will be gone. That in short, the only two countries when the nuke will not affect, now it will be New Zealand and Australia, just to give them a scope. New Zealand and Australia. Every other part of the world will go back to the Stone Age. That is how dangerous if there's a nuclear warfare. So now make people try. I believe that is the reason why the world is against Iran's having nuclear weapons. I'm going to read from Truth Social, Donald Trump words in confirming the strike on Iran's nuclear site. Now he said, "We have completed our very successful attack on the 3 nuclear sites in Iran, including Fordo, Natanz, and Esfahan. All planes are now outside of Iran's airspace. A full payload of bombs was dropped on the primary site, Fordo, and all planes are safely on their way home. Congratulations to our great American warriors. There is no other military in the world that could have done this. Now is the time for peace. Thank you for your attention to this matter." This was Donald Trump remarks in confirming what has happened in Iran. Also, just let's listen to his first press release this morning. Watch.
Thank you very much. A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the 3 key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime, Fordo, Natanz, and Esfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs. That was their specialty. We lost over 1,000 people and hundreds of thousands throughout the Middle East and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen. It will not continue. I want to thank and congratulate Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. We worked as a team like perhaps no team has ever worked before. And we've gone a long way to erasing this horrible threat to Israel. I want to thank the Israeli military for the wonderful job they've done. And most importantly, I want to congratulate the great American patriots who flew those magnificent machines tonight, and all of the United States military on an operation the likes of which the world has not seen in many, many decades. Hopefully, we will no longer need their services in this capacity. I hope that's so. I also want to congratulate the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Raisin-Kane, spectacular general, and all of the brilliant military minds involved in this attack. With all of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight, not even close. There has never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say, we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel. And God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, why is it that since the war began with Israel striking Iran, why has Israel not been able to destroy this nuclear site? We were told, or information out there, that this nuclear site are more than 200 feet down the ground, and America owns, or America have the only weaponry that can destroy such bunkers 200 feet down the ground. So what is let's look at the jet that was used, or the means at which this operation was successful. Now, the B-2 bombers, which happens to be the best, one of the best, and the only jet to carry out such, or that have such capability to destroy 200 feet down the ground, bunkers or buildings 200 feet down the bunkers. Let's see one or two about the B-12. Now, the B-12 can be equipped to carry America 30,000 pounds GBU-57 massive ordnance penetrator, designed to destroy target deep underground. This jet flies around 2 to 3 Mach. That is 2 to 3 times the speed of sound. Ceiling and the height it can get to 50,000 feet above sea level. It cost the U.S. government $1.157 billion for just one, and the U.S. government have I think about 20 in their fleet. Then the height of this is about 70 feet. Man, the jet tall. Weight 160,000 pounds and length 69 feet. So this is just what is happening right now, and nobody knows how the Irans will respond to the U.S. strike. Now, it has been confirmed fully that the Israel and U.S. is at war with Iran. Will this lead to a third world war? Nobody knows. Nobody who knows the role Nigerians are going to play. But when it's a third world war, it means somebody go take a side. You must take one side, and nobody knows the side Nigeria will belong to. the side when Nigeria could join. And one thing about warfare like this, you cannot. The only way you defeat, or the only way you can break a world power is you break the world powered by by his allies, the weak allies. That is how you break world power. You destroy the weak allies around the what will I call the queenmother. The queenmother happens to be the world power. The queenmother, America is the queenmother, Russia is the queenmother. So how you cannot destroy them, you cannot attack them. So you attack allies first, and when you are able to destroy the allies who are protecting the queenmother, just the same setting of an ant. You see the ant formation now, multi-structural leadership. The ant formation, the ant soldiers surround the queenmother. They protect the queenmother with their life. Once you don't destroy the queenmother, you don't destroy their colony. So they protect the queenmother. So same also is this formation when humans, they operate in terms of leadership. Now what happens is the world leader is protected by allies. The people when get around and when support and when see him as a world leader. And once two world leaders they fight, what they do, they attack the allies first. Nobody even know the side where Nigeria go belong to. Nigeria not get anything to take stand anything. Well, this is just what happening now, and I pray that let's pray for peace, because whether we like it or not, if war break out, finally, it will affect Nigeria. Peace out.
Yeah, instead it be them, let it be me. Since I will die, inevitably, then let it be, that it be said, when I am dead. Some other was free, some other was fed, some other not me, was able to see that long as we live inside of a country where no one is safe, no one is safe. We only evade, try to escape the imminent doom, but closer the date looms. It comes for all. If we must go, then at least when we fall, when